Hey everyone, and welcome in or welcome back. It's a Monkey Mar. Before we get into today's video, please make sure you click that subscribe, the like, and bell for notifications. I am telling you that you cannot make this up. When I saw this article come out earlier today, I thought, come on, Melissa Caddick. I mean, you just really can't make it up. I am almost to the point where, like I've been saying, you can live with only one foot, right? Let's get into this article. A top cop believes it is unlikely Melissa Caddick jumped to her death from cliffs near her mansion and admits she may have cut her own foot off to throw police off her scent. The discovery of Melissa Caddick's foot on a remote beach means it is unlikely she jumped to her death from the cliffs near her Sydney mansion, a top policeman has claimed. Caddick, 49, vanished today after corporate watchdog. Okay, so I am not going to get into the repetitive parts. And we know her decomposing foot was found in the rare ASIC shoe 400 kilometers away from her home. We know this. Police Commissioner Mick said authorities were still unable to say whether she killed herself or if there was foul play involved. He also raised the outlandish possibility Miss Caddick could have severed her own foot to throw police off the scent, and that she could still be alive. Now, wouldn't they know that if they looked at the bones, like if the bones were severed? There's always a chance she cut her foot off and is still alive, though it's pretty fanciful, he told 2GB on Monday morning. I don't think so. I think it's very possible. But I think the one thing she forgot to do was leave a suicide note. Hey, maybe she did leave one and they're just not telling the public. However, he was satisfied the 49-year-old millionaire was dead. He was satisfied. We're still trying to recover funds or defrauded investors. Okay, I'm not going to read into that part. One theory to explain her disappearance has been that Caddick jumped from the Dover Heights cliff tops after making the short 300-meter walk from her home. So then she didn't go to the Gap, suicide point, and that route is not covered by CCTV cameras and led police to initially suspect she had taken her own life. But Mr. Fuller said many people jumped from those cliffs without their remains washing up several hundred kilometers away. It's not common to see body parts wash up so far south of Sydney and in such good condition, given she went missing on or about November 11, 2020, he said. Not to say it can't happen, the coroner will make further determinations. So I guess we're still waiting to find out more information about the foot. But what kind of choice word is? He said the limited decomposition of the shoe would indicate it had not been out in the ocean for the entire 3-month period since she went missing. NSW Police Commissioner Mick said he doubted Caddick jumped from the Dover Heights cliff tops because of how far away her remains were found from Sydney. Mr. Fuller said many people had jumped from those cliffs without their remains washing up several hundred kilometers away. Caddick's decomposed foot was found on the New South Wales South Coast. We know 400 kilometers from her home. Mr. Fuller said it was possible the con woman severed her own foot. But wouldn't they know that from the bones that were found in the shoe? If they were they just fell apart or if they were severed? While it's not my area of expertise, If that's the case, a possible scenario is that she has been murdered recently or murdered and kept on ice for a while, he said. Okay, let's read that one more time. While it's not my area of expertise, if that's the case, a possible scenario is that she has been murdered recently or murdered and kept on ice for a while, he said. A severed foot is a great throw-off. He keeps saying severed, as in like the foot is severed and not decomposed and fallen apart. This is just getting a little bit deeper and deeper. So let's see if there's anything that's repetitive. Then he says, though the chance of her being murdered was slim. I mean, everything is slim, so is she not murdered? Is she not dead? You're saying she didn't jump off the cliffs? I think you are contradicting a lot of things that you are saying, mister. The search for the 49-year-old was called off last week, but Mr. Fuller said the foot could have been planted to end public and police interest in the case. Now we're back to the foot was planted. Of all the beaches to feet in the world, to find hers, what is the probability of that, he said. Well, if she jumped off the cliffs, why wouldn't it be a probability? I mean, is this guy talking in circles? Caddick is estimated to have swindled. Okay, we know what he swindled. So now she's got 68 victims. Yeah, that was not very nice. Gone girl. Okay, so this is all repetitive. I'll go slow. So here is the radio interview. Follows Rodo Coletti, the father of Caddick's husband Anthony, breaking his silence on 60 Minutes on Sunday. It was actually here last night. I don't know if you guys watched it. I did. It was actually really good. I will get the link and drop it down below in the description. Mr. Coletti, appearing with only part of his face shown to hide his identity, said he has been the target of defamation in the wake of Caddick's deception. Well, that's not cool. I think the whole Melissa Caddick thing has taken on a life of its own, he said. It would appear that some people have taken it upon themselves to throw assertions, fraudulent statements, lies, defamation of all sorts against myself, my character, and my profession, which is just what I could not stand for. Mr. Coletti, who believes his son is in denial, denied claims he killed Caddick or any involvement in masterminding her financial fraud. Okay, whoa. Rewind. Why on God's earth would he say, Mr. Coletti, who believes his son is in denial, denied claims he killed Caddick? Are there claims that the sea monkey grower actually killed Melissa? Or had any involvement in masterminding her financial fraud? I don't think he helped mastermind the fraud because his brother said he is probably got the mentality of a sea monkey, no? He also said he didn't think his hairdresser's son why did he have to say hairdresser's son was capable of helping Caddick rip off her family or friends who had invested their nest eggs in her business Malabar. That's because he is not smart enough. Anthony's a damn good hairdresser, but I don't believe he has the capacity to know what a financial scheme is, he said. So not only does his brother say he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, and now his father is saying that he's a few fries short of Happy Meal. Poor Anthony. When I spoke to him, he certainly didn't know of Caddick's fraudulence. He believed everything she told him. Well, I could probably believe that. She probably lied to him too. But I don't know. So Rodo Coletti, the father of Caddick's husband, but Anthony appeared with only part of his face. Mr. Coletti was unwittingly implicated in Caddick's scheme by his signature being forged to verify bogus documents. He also knocked back claims he had ever done any work with Malabar when presented with a document purporting to show his signature, Mr. Coletti revealed it had been forged. That is not my signature. If you see my signature, it's very distinctive, and that is not mine, he said. So why doesn't a forensic signature specialist see if maybe it is or isn't and rule it out? But I don't know what they're ruling out. Forged money to steal from the clients? I don't know. In January, Mr. Coletti said his 39-year-old son believes the businesswoman had done nothing wrong. It's very traumatic for him. He stopped seeing his family when they got together. It has divided us, Roto told the Daily Telegraph. Mr. Coletti, it's very traumatic for him. He stopped seeing his family when they got together. It is divided us, Roto told the Daily Telegraph. Mr. Coletti was unwittingly implicated in Caddick's scheme by his signature being forged to verify bogus documents. Her decomposed foot was found at February 21st, 2021. Caddick's father-in-law was unwittingly implicated in Caddick's scheme by his signature being forged to verify bogus documents, pictured with her husband Anthony. I've seen her 4 or 5 times in 8 years. She didn't want anything to do with us. Well, isn't Gone Girl a snobby one? The smear campaign against Caddick's father-in-law comes after a woman who narrowly invested money with the businesswoman revealed she decided against it after meeting up with her and feeling something was a little off. The Sydney woman who wishes to remain, okay, we know all this. I'll go slow if you want to read it. And then we get divers have stopped looking for the remains of the 49-year-old financial advisor after searching a 6,000 square meter area in the water off Dover Heights in Sydney's east on Friday. Caddick vanished a day after the corporate watchdog ASIC executed a search warrant at her luxury Dover's home. We know all of that. They talk about her foot again and confirm that the search was now called off. Why detectives say the fraudster may have taken her own life. The woman who had lunch with Caddick believes something more sinister may have been at play. She told Daily Telegraph she had a theory that Caddick had been influenced by a larger criminal cartel that operated and suggested she may have been abducted. What in the entire... Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know. This is getting a little deeper and deeper and deeper into some very strange activity. Like, why are they saying the foot is severed? If I lived in Sydney, I would call. Are you guys allowed to get medical reports and autopsy reports and things like that, like here in the States? Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to get it in the States if it was part of a ongoing investigation. Huh. So, yeah. Alright guys, with that, this is mind-blowing, but, I mean, we have totally been talking about her cutting off her own foot and prosthetics, how good they are these days. I mean, maybe she went to one of those other countries, Indonesia, or what they were saying earlier. I mean, maybe they do backdoor foot removals, and I don't know, guys. Insanity. But actually, when you think about the fact that nobody saw her leave because she probably left in the trunk of the Audi, the foot being found, but experts saying that it was not in the water since she's gone missing. Yeah, there's a lot to this, guys, and we definitely going to talk about it. I want to know your opinions. I mean, I know people get mad when I say this, but you'll be okay. What if femboy Anthony Coletti, sea monkey grower, didn't know his wife had any financial problems? She probably didn't let him know, her little boy toy. But what if does he look like the type of guy that would kill his wife and wherever she was, go back and cut off her foot and throw it into the water, thinking it would travel as far as it 400 kilometers from the house, which is what did I say, 278 miles. And we forgot about the suicide note. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how cold-hearted she was. She would, in my opinion, in my gut, I've been feeling it all along, that she would have left a suicide note, unless she did, and we don't know about it, but I think we would, and we don't. And if she, I mean, it's a terrible thing what she did to her, her friends, her clients, stealing all that money, but we can't tell her to run. She's gonna have to like, hop on one foot. Could you imagine? I don't think she cut her own foot off. But I guess maybe we will see, or maybe we'll never know. I want to hear what you guys think. And with that, it is a wrap. I want to thank you all for coming in. Thank you for watching. Please like or dislike, whichever you prefer, and subscribe. Everyone have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant. I am out.